Hi and welcome to a new Voltlog. This will be a product review, and for a full disclosure, the product was sent to me for free by Banggood. But you know me, it doesn't matter if I get the product for free, I'm going to give you my honest impression. There will be a link in the description to the product page on banggood.com, so all I ask is you visit that page if this sparks your interest. The packaging definitely looks top notch, and Banggood has certainly taken care of shipping this into a nice air protected pouch to avoid damaging the high-end packaging inside. As you can see, it arrived perfectly intact. And as you can see, the package arrived perfectly intact. Let's peel away the first layer of protection. So this is the Wowstick 1S lithium-powered multifunction electric screwdriver. And wow, that feels like a very long name. And I'm wondering why the 1S. Are they following Apple's naming policy or something like that? Probably not, because after a bit of googling, I see there are different versions out there. There is a 1F and an A1 as well, maybe others, not really sure. Xiaomi seems to also offer their version of the same tool, but you know, Xiaomi, they stick their brand onto anything they find interesting. If we take a look at the back, we can see the actual part number, which is PT01A1S. Great, more confusion added to the naming scheme. From what I could gather, the one I have is lithium powered, so internal battery, while the others use two AAA batteries. So in my opinion, it's nicer to have an internal battery as long as it's properly sized to get some decent usage out of the tool. We can also see it comes packed with 10 different bits. These are the usual bits you would need for everyday use. The slot accepts 1/8 inch bits. I'm not sure what the size of the usual ones is, but we'll give that a try later with the bit sets I have. So let's proceed to opening the box. Okay, I see what they're doing here. When a craftsman wants to do a nice piece of work, he will always sharpen his tools first. So a nice piece of marketing wank to go together with the nice packaging. It's all nice, but we'll see how good the tool is, because I'm not going to be using the marketing wank later on, but the tool itself. But nonetheless, I agree with the saying they put on here, because I always like to have nice tools when working. It feels like the job is much nicer and easier to do. Once again, nice packaging, and I'm beginning to understand where a good part of the money goes. Looks like we have some printed materials in here. Okay, so they're saying that you don't really need to read the documents. It should be pretty easy to get started using the product without reading too much documentation. Okay, this looks like a magnetic pad, which is nice for storing screws while working on something, but by the size of this, it would only be good for something small like a phone. So let's put this aside. Here we have the Wowstick itself, once again marked here as a lithium precision screwdriver. It's actually lighter than I was expecting, but we'll see later. We'll do a weight test. And we got 3 more things in here inside the box. So this looks like the main docking unit and also doubles as a bit holder. Really nice. Not, I think this is plastic, not aluminum, but it does have a nice paint job. Kind of looks like it might be aluminum, not sure. So from what I've been reading, this bit holder is also magnetic, so the bits will not fall if you turn it over, which is very nice. And I think it will also keep the bits slightly magnetized, so the screws stick to the bit. We also get a cap for this holder. It's a nice cap. It also gives you some indication of the type of bit you need to use for opening various types of gadgets. So this kind of goes on top. Not sure why they went for white instead of the same silver color, or maybe black. I would have loved this thing to be black. But I guess it's useful to have a cap like this. Maybe it will keep the dust away. Then we have this small cylinder which actually holds the bits. And it actually ruined the surprise. It opened when I took it out of its box. But the nice thing about this bit holder is that it has this push mechanism, and really nicely brings out the bits at about 45 degrees angle. You can take them out. This is also magnetic, so the bits won't fall from here. It's really nice storage unit, but I think they could have fitted more bits in here. Like, this is only taking half of the space. Maybe they could have used this other half for another set of bits, but still a nice holder. And in here we have what looks like the charging cable. I don't particularly like this kind of charging cable. It's the retractable type, and it's about a meter long, and it's nice and compact for travel, but in return you're stuck with this big piece of plastic hanging off the cable at all time. Might be good for some situations, like I said, when traveling, because it keeps the wire tangle free, but I just don't like it. I prefer just a simple cable. So I think it's a nice selection of things they included in the box. Like, they went for the whole package for a certain job. They're targeting this tool at the higher end market. So when you're taking apart your iPhone, for example, you get the small magnetic pad for storing the screws. You get the stand that doubles as a bit holder. You get a secondary bit holder. You get the charging cable. So pretty much everything you need to get started and working. And we've all been there, opening a small gadget like an iPhone and losing one of the small screws. It's not nice. You gotta go and purchase, and if you don't find them locally, you have to wait for them from eBay. So it's nice to keep things organized to avoid those kind of situations. So to charge this thing, you need to connect power to the dock, also called the Wow base. You should be seeing this white LED turn on. I like that they used white LEDs. That signals quality to me, even though it's just a simple LED. Then you need to connect the Wowstick into the charging dock, and you will see this light will continue to stay on, and this top light will be a breathing light while it's charging. A really nice design choice. The charging time is 30 minutes, while the working time is 5 to 6 hours, which I find hard to believe, but we'll see about that while using the tool. I'm guessing it has a small battery inside, in the range of maybe 500 milliamp hours maximum. I don't think they can fit anything larger than that inside this tube, and I'm hoping it does have some charge from the factory, so I can have a play. While we're here, let's also do a weight test. I have my scale right here. Let's hope it still has some juice left in the batteries. So the tool itself weighs about 53 grams. Let's try it again. 52. Yeah, I believe my scale is not that good. 54. Let's try to average these measurements. Yeah, so around 54 grams according to my scale, which is which probably doesn't have a very good battery life. I would say a good weight for this volume and size, and most importantly, it's nicely balanced. I mean, this would be the normal working holding position, and I believe it's a nice weight. It's not too light but not too heavy, so it's just about the right size and well balanced throughout the length of the screwdriver. Also, it's a bit nose heavy, but that is desirable because this is the normal holding position for this. In terms of ergonomics, it's a nicely finished aluminium tube, or at least feels like aluminium. I wouldn't say it's very ergonomic in terms of shape, but it definitely helps that it's not very thick and not very heavy. It has just the right balance. I guess it would be difficult to make such a screwdriver with a more ergonomic handle. I mean, certainly you couldn't make it out of the same aluminium tube if you were to create like a custom shape to better fold over your hand. You also get a set of LEDs as working lights, which you can turn on by using this button right here. And I believe it's certainly enough to create a light on the working spot. Right here I have very powerful lights, so this doesn't create a lot of light, but trust me, these LEDs will provide enough light on the spot you're working on, and you can turn them off with the same button. I'm not sure if there is a mode where they would automatically turn on with the press of the action buttons. Maybe there is. I'll have to study the manual. Right now I don't know. A nice touch is that if you leave the lights on and then you put the stick on the charging stand, the light will automatically turn off, and that shows that someone was really thinking in the engineering department. Someone really used this thing and said, hey, it would be nice if it would have this feature for the LED light, so it would turn off automatically when you when you put it inside the dock for charging. Now, before moving on to testing the tool on some actual screws, I will let it charge so it puts out the full power. So I will see you in a few moments. Well, the Wowstick was charging, and it did actually take 30 minutes to fully charge. I was going through the manual and I noticed this supplied bit set is for Apple products. So that's nice. You get the Torx bits, the Pentalobe bits, and this straight bit. Really nice that they included this inside the pack, and I'm sure this will be very useful when taking apart Apple products. So the Wowstick is fully charged now, and I have this Sony Vaio laptop computer, and I believe it has never been opened, so I'm going to attempt to remove some of the screws on this laptop using the Wowstick, but please consider that the screws on laptop computers, they have that soft Loctite on the screw threads, so they're usually a bit harder to remove, and we'll see how the Wowstick will handle these. I'm going to go with the Philips 00 bit for this. I believe is this one. Yeah, this is the correct bit to use on these laptops. We'll use the light, and I believe this switch right here is for undoing screws. So let's try this one. Okay. As you can see, there is some blue Loctite on the screw thread, and that, okay, did this one as well. In fact, let's put them on the magnetic mat, and as you can see, it does hold them. Let's try this one right here. Okay, so this one, it will not open. Doesn't have enough torque to open this one. I'm giving it several tries and it doesn't do it. And from what I've been reading, this tool, it seems that you can also use it on manual mode whenever a screw is too tight and the motor can't twist it. If you stop and just rotate by hand, you can use it as a regular screwdriver. Yep, it works just fine like this. Not sure if the motor is just floating during the operation, but probably yes, and the gearbox friction is what's preventing the shaft from turning. Looks like that's the case. I don't think they have anything special locking the motor. It's just the friction from the gearbox that's preventing you from twisting the shaft. I don't mind that. It's a nice fallback feature that you can use whenever a screw is too tight and can't get it out. But in any case, you wouldn't use this screwdriver on any screws that are tighter than what you would find on a laptop computer. For anything larger or tighter than that, you would have to use a proper screwdriver or maybe higher powered one. But this is perfect for these small jobs, and I think maybe even a laptop computer might be too much for this. As we saw, it didn't have enough torque to open that screw. Let's try it on another one. Yeah, it doesn't do this one. So I'm thinking these two might have been previously opened, or they might have been just slightly weaker, and it did them. But as you can see right now, I'm trying, and it's not working on this one either. So I'm going to try another technique. After pressing the button, I'm going to twist slightly using my force to overcome the friction on the screw. Okay, and now it works. So you just have to push a little bit on the screwdriver to overcome the Loctite, and then the screw will come undone. Let's try my technique on this other screw. So once again, it can't open it, but if I twist slightly, yeah, it starts working and the screw comes undone. So like I said, a nice fallback feature, being able to twist this manually. Yeah, it really helps when working on something like this. But unfortunately, like we saw, not enough torque to overcome these laptop screws with blue Loctite. And you can also apply the same technique when reinserting the screws. Like when you reach the end of the available torque, you can twist slightly by hand just to get the screw nicely and tight in there. So now it's pretty much the same as it was from the factory. So after using this tool for about an hour or so, I can give you my final thoughts. And I believe this is not your average electric screwdriver. This is a more polished product for finer work. Like I would use this to take apart laptop computers and any device with small screws that wouldn't require massive amounts of torque. I really like the package. It does come with a full set of features. I really like the docking station, so I will just keep this on my bench and use it whenever I have to take apart small gadgets. However, it's not suitable for taking apart anything that requires slightly more torque for breaking loose the screws. In terms of build quality, it really is excellent, really nice build quality, nice features, nice design features, so nothing to complain on that. Now, if the price is right or not, it depends. Maybe you can find this with a discount. It if you can get it for $50, it's definitely worth getting one. Currently, I believe the price is around $60 or $70 for this particular model with these features included inside the package. So it depends. It depends on your income, I guess. I would not pay myself. I would not pay $70 to get something like this, but in this case it was provided for free, and I'm really glad it's a nice product. If you can afford the $70 price tag, I think, and you take into consideration the limitations in terms of torque, I think you'll not regret buying this screwdriver. But the main drawback of this model is of course the lack of torque. If they would have used a slightly more powerful motor that would be able to overcome the blue Loctite from laptop screws right from the torque of the motor without being necessary to turn it by hand, that would have been great. Maybe in the future with an upgraded version they will put a slightly more powerful motor inside. So there you have it. This was my review of the Wowstick lithium battery powered screwdriver. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you and see you next time.